All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call out I know we hope by Chanel, shout by Chanel, Pepper. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great millstone who want to teach well, and a hearty shalom to the elect. All right, we're going to talk about the Lord Yahweh Chanel Shai putting us back in our land as he promised he would, as he said he would. He's going to do it. All right. More will you be edified. All right. This is Jeremiah 30:1. Read the 3. It says here, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai gave another message to Jeremiah. He said, this is what the Lord, the Yahweh, the power of Israel says. Write down for the record everything I say to you, Jeremiah. This is what it is that he says. For the time is coming when I will restore the fortunes of my people of Israel and Judah. I will bring them home to this land that I gave to their ancestors, and they will possess it again. I, Yahweh, have spoken. All right, the Lord has spoken this, man. This is the message Yahweh gave concerning Israel and Judah. All right. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to put us back in our land, okay? There's not going to be any documentation needed and approved by a certain government to put us in our land. The Lord, he's going to do it himself. Okay. All right, let's get some more precepts. Because we need to get put back in our land. We need the Lord to put us back there. Right? Because what's going on in that land now is nothing but, genocide, homosexuality, idol worship, wickedness. Okay. And there's imposters in our land. Okay. Those people that are over there, they are over there because of this documentation right here, the Balfour Declaration. Okay, let's read this. All right, it says the Balfour Declaration was a public statement issued by the British government in 1917 during the First World War, announcing its support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people. Ish means to be like, okay, in Palestine. Then in Ottoman region, a small minority Jewish population, the declaration was continued in a letter dated November 2nd, 1917, from the United Kingdom's Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour to Lord Rothschild, a leader of the British Jewish community, for transmission to the Zionist Federation of Great Britain and Ireland. The text declares the text of declaration was published in the press on 9/17. Okay, so let's read this. See if I can zoom in. It says, Dear Rothschild, okay, because he's not Lord over nobody. All right, he's an Edomite. It says, I have much pleasure in conveying to you on behalf of His Majesty's government the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the cabinet. His Majesty's government view with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this object. Well, what was their best endeavor? I guarantee you was war, okay? And how we going to get in the kingdom is by war, okay? How we going to get back into the land is by war. The Lord's going to destroy, Esau, and he's going to cleanse the place of Israel. He has to, because it's polluted, man. Okay. All right. Now I'm just speculating that, but it has to be cleansed, man. Okay, because that place is so polluted. All right. But I know he's going to destroy America for sure. All right. But it says here, and will use their best endeavor to facilitate the achievement of this object, and being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the right and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. I should be grateful if it would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation. Okay, so all right, this guy he uses documentation, okay, and war to put those people that are in the land now in the land, but the Lord, He's going to put us in the land. He says here in Jeremiah 30:3, the Lord's going to restore the fortunes of His people and bring them home. All right, the Lord's going to bring us home. All right. And we need the Lord to bring us home. All right. But He's going to bring us home by deliverance. All right. From this destruction that He's about to bring upon this place. Okay. So let's get Ezekiel. It's my next precept I got ready. Ezekiel 39. This is Ezekiel chapter 39. I'm starting at verse 22. I'll start at 31. In this way, I will demonstrate my glory to the nations. Everyone will see the punishment I have inflicted on them and the power of my fist when I strike. The Lord's going to have people in the midst of war, and the Lord's going to be at war with these people Himself, and He's going to destroy them there. Okay? It says here, and from that time on, the people of Israel will know that I am Yahweh, their power. The nations will know why Israel was sent away to exile. It was punishment for sin, for they were unfaithful to their power. All right, and we were. Our kings set up idols, and we worship those idols. Today, our people follow after idols and not showing their faithfulness to the Lord. Therefore, I turned away from them and let their enemies destroy them. And the Lord did let Esau destroy us in this time wholly. All right, but the Lord has a remnant out there that's going to make it through. Okay. It says here, I turn my face away and punish them because of their defilement and their sins. And most importantly, that defilement came from most understandably, okay, let me say, because it's not important that we worship other gods, but it's important to understand that we defiled ourselves and was unfaithful to the Lord by the worship of other gods, okay? So it says here, verse 25, it says, so now this is what the sovereign Lord says, I will end the captivity of my people. You know, I've been reading in the KJ. I need to be reading the KJV Salakia. I was reading the NLT. I'm tripping. All right. So where was I at? My bad. I apologize on that. So this is Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 21. It says, I will set my glory among heathen, and I will be, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed in my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel will know that I am Yahweh, their power, from that day forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they have trespassed against me. Therefore I hid my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies, so they fell all by the sword. Destroyed us, man. All right. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done it to them and hid my face. All right. Go read the curses. Okay. Verse 26, it says 25, Salaki says, Israel restored. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, now I will bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel and will be jealous for my holy name. Let's look at this word mercy, because we need the Lord's mercy. All right. The word is Raham. Raham. Okay. It says to love deeply, be compassionate, have tender affection. All right. Let's see. Let's look at this word compassion. It says sympathetic pity and concern for the suffering or misfortune of others. All right, and that's what the Lord has. He has compassion upon us, man. Okay, because He loves us. All right. But nonetheless, the Lord's doing it. You know, I know in one scripture says he does it. I think it's in Jeremiah 31 and 31 or in Ezekiel 36. He says he does this not for our sakes, but he does it for his name. If we paraphrase, all right, where he delivers us, okay? But it says here, verse 26 says, and after that they have borne their shame and all their trespass whereby they have trespassed against me, where they dwell safely in their land and none made them afraid. Again, we followed after the kings that was set up to rule over us, you know. Ahab was a wicked one for the northern kingdom, all right, and Jehoram, I think I said his name, Jehoram, all right, is J-E, I can't remember how to say it, man, but he was a wicked one for the northern kingdom, okay? All right, and we followed after them. That's how we got into the position that we were in, all right, because we followed after our leadership. As our leadership did, so did we, okay? But then the Lord brought the ass whooping on us, okay? But nonetheless, that's not what this is about. This is about the Lord bringing us back home because he said he's going to do it. As Ezekiel 39:27, it says, when I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. The Lord's going to bring us back from out of America and put us in our land, put us in the land of Israel. All right, the Lord's going to bring us out of wherever the elect is scattered, deliver them, all right, and then we start the building process of the land of Israel, okay? It says, they shall know that I am Yahweh their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, but I have gathered them unto their own land and left none of them anymore there. The Lord's not going to have us in the land of our enemies anymore, all right? Because the Lord Yahweh's kingdom is going to be set up. It says here, neither will I hide my face anymore from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith Yahweh power. And the Lord's spirit is going to be on us because we're not going to be able to transgress his laws anymore, because the Lord's going to put his law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, okay? And with that, we won't be forced out of the land anymore. The land won't be overtaken by anybody anymore. The Lord won't send the nations that's round about us to take us out of the land and throw us into captivity. All right, and that's what we need. All right? And this is Amos, the 9th chapter. So it loads up. All right, this is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins and will build it as in the old days. Slakia, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh, that doeth this. All right, the Lord's going to allow us to have possess. When you possess something, you hold it, right? And what does Esau, Edom, and these other nations have done to us? They had us in their possessions, all right? And they raped and robbed us and murdered us and did all kinds of atrocities and still are doing it today. And the Lord's going to allow us to do that to them in righteousness, okay? But nonetheless, it says, verse 13, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper and that treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof, and they shall make gardens and eat the fruit of them. That sounds like prosperity to me. And Jeremiah, the 31st chapter, says the same thing. I keep quoting it, but let me get it. It doesn't say specifically that. Okay, but it does say the Lord's not going to cause a famine in the land anymore because we're going to be perfect. Let me just get it. showing the Lord's mercy, man. Okay. It's that new covenant that's talking about, okay? Or the Lord's gonna put the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, man. He's gonna put his spirit in us. All right. Let's see. Probably I passed it. Might be in Ezekiel 36. You know, I'm gonna just read this because this is part of being put in our land. Okay, this is Jeremiah 31:27. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass, like I have watched over them, to pluck them up and to break them and to break down and to throw down and destroy and to afflict. So will I watch over and build to build. So will I watch over them to build, to plant, saith Yahweh. In those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge. But everyone shall die of his own iniquity. Every man that eateth sour grapes, his teeth shall be set on edge. You will pay for your transgression. All right. I was reading something yesterday when I was just because the Lord has forgiven us. It was saying, roughly paraphrasing, doesn't mean we can't skip out. Doesn't mean we skip out on the consequences of our transgressions, and we haven't, and we won't. But nonetheless, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith Yahweh. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my laws into their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people." That's how the Lord will put the spirit on us, man. Like I was reading in Ezekiel the 39th chapter. It says, "And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh B'Shem Shai, for they all shall know me from the east, Salakia, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahweh, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more." All right, the Lord is turning his face towards us, okay? It's slowly happening, slowly but surely, man, okay? But in this time, all right, when the Lord has the law, statute, commandments upon us, man, the Lord's face is going to be turned towards us fully, It says here, verse 35, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and the stars, and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the seas when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh hosts is his name. If the ordinances depart from me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever." All right, and that hasn't happened, and it's not going to happen. All right, but I think what I wanted to read was in Ezekiel 36, but verse 37, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, if the heavens can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done." All right, and the Lord's not going to cast us away, man. Okay, let me check Ezekiel 36, man. Yep, for the Lord's name's sake, he does it. That's what I was in Ezekiel 36, like I quoted earlier. Let's see. All right, bam, it's Ezekiel 36 right here. All right, this is Ezekiel 36-29. It kind of goes with what I was reading in Amos. It says here, Ezekiel 36-29, "I will also save you from your uncleanness. I will call for corn, and it will increase and lay no famine upon you. I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall have no more reproach of famine among the heathen." All right, the Lord's we're going to be plentiful, man. All right, with resources and food and all the other good stuff that comes with being in the kingdom, man. We can't even imagine it, man. All right. These are words, and try to put these words into your imagination, and what the Lord imagined is two different things, man. Okay. This is Ezekiel 9, and Amos chapter 9 and verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people, and they shall build the way cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit thereof. And I will plant them in their land. Now let's look at that word plant. Because this is how we're going to get put in the land. The Lord's going to put us there, plant us there. All right, the word is natah. Natah, it says to plant, fasten, fix, established. All right, the Lord's going to establish us there, man. All right, by his word first, which is what we're reading. All right, then the Lord's going to come down here, cause war and havoc, all right, and overtake and cleanse this place and put us and plant us in there, okay? It says, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land, which I have given them, save Yahweh power. Why is that? Because once we get the law, statutes, commandments put in our inward parts, we're not going to sin against the Lord no more. So we're not going to get pulled out of our land, okay? Let me go to Jeremiah 37. And I'm going to start at 32, not 37. My handwriting's sloppy. All right, this is Jeremiah 32 and 22. Yeah, this is, no, I want to start at 37. All right, it says, behold, I will gather them out of all countries where I have driven them in mine anger and in my fury and in great wrath. I will bring them again to this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. All right, we're going to be safe because the Lord's going to be with us. All right, the Lord's going to put the law, statutes, commandments on our inward parts again. So I'm saying this again. I'm saying the word again because I'm repeating myself. So we're not going to sin against the Lord. All right, it says, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power, and I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever for the good of them and for their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. All right, going back to Ezekiel 36, Jeremiah 31, and in Hebrews 8. In the New Testament, you can read it. It says here, yea, I will rejoice over them to do them good. I will plant them in this land assuredly with my whole heart and with my whole soul. All right, the Lord's going to, like we just looked at that word natah, all right, establish, to fix, all right, for the word plant, okay. For thus saith Yahweh, like as I have brought all this great evil upon his people, and we still going through it right now. But the Lord, his son's sacrifice is one way for us to get back to the Lord. All right, Yahweh, for us to get back to the Lord Yahweh, because Yahweh shines our mediator. But we have to do our part, Lord willing, and that's to have that faith that the Lord's going to make this come to pass. Okay. All right. It says, so I will bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. And this is one of the Lord's promises, man, to bring us back into the land. And fields shall be bought in this land, whereof ye say it is desolate, without man and beast, it is given to the hands of the Chaldeans. All right. I think back then it was those Babylonians. But this time, Esau Edom got his hands on our land, man. All right, it says, men shall buy fields for money and subscribe evidences and seal them and take witnesses in the land of Benjamin and in the places of Jerusalem, and in the cities of Judah, and in the cities of mountains, and in the cities of valleys, and in the cities of the south, for I will cause their captivity to return, saith the Lord. So this is, hey, us buying plots of land in our land, all right? And people, witnessing in it or signing deeds, okay, and sealing them. But nonetheless, the Lord's going to put us back in our land. That's the whole point of this lesson. Lord, will you see it? Lord, will you believe it? Until the next time, shalom.